This is your First Alert Weather Breakdown, a deep dive into how weather works with meteorologist CJ Cartledge.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday. I'm First Alert meteorologist CJ Cartledge here on the KSLA First Alert Weather Breakdown once again for today. I hope you guys have had a great day or a great start to your Friday so far, and we're expecting to have a little bit of some rain showers for the northern half of the ArkLaTex here. So I hope you guys kept your umbrella handy as you walked out of the door this morning, because we are expecting some scattered showers and storms across the northern half of the ArkLaTex for this afternoon, actually through the midday hours and into this afternoon. So make sure to be prepared for that. And here's the latest details on today. We're going to be talking about the latest details on what to expect for this midday and afternoon hours, as well as heading into tonight. We're not expecting much, actually, but we're going to be diving into a little deeper into the forecast here for you guys, as well as the forecast for any Friday night football games that we have, as well as the college level games and the NFL level games too that are around the ArkLaTex, the teams that are around the ArkLaTex, which is mainly for the Cowboys and the Saints, as well as areas like Northwestern and Louisiana Tech and those type of schools that are around the ArkLaTex. We're going to go into the forecast for those games that they have throughout this weekend here. So first order of business, we're going to go straight into a First Alert infrared satellite and radar. As of right now, as you can see across the country, we are dealing with, actually I'm going to move myself out of the screen here. We are dealing with the area of low pressure that's bringing colder air in from the north and west here, and that's going to make us feel slightly cooler as we move through the day today here. Slightly cooler air is expected to move in along with some areas of showers and thunderstorms. Actually, a line of showers and thunderstorms is making its way through areas north of I-30 as of right now. And that cold front is going to continue to move down to the south and eastern United States as we move through the day today, bringing rain showers, as you can see, to areas like Memphis and St. Louis, all the way up into portions of Illinois near Chicago. Or more portions of Wisconsin up there. And the center of the low pressure system, as you can see, is in the Dakotas as of right now, bringing rainfall to those areas over there. So zooming into the ArkLaTex, as of right now, we are dealing with a bit of some cloud cover for the northern areas between I-20 and I-30, but areas north of I-30 are dealing with some rain showers as of right now. Let's take a quick look at Texarkana. This is looking northbound here. We can't really see much rain showers through our sky camera here, but we do see the cloud cover that has pushed in from the north and west across those areas up there. Let's take a quick look at First Alert Doppler radar real fast, just to show you guys where these rain showers are as of right now. And as you can see, zooming into it a little bit, into Texarkana, to the north and west of Texarkana is a couple of isolated rain showers that are possibly going to move into the area or just north of the area here. So if you are in Texarkana, make sure to have an umbrella at the ready, just in case you receive that rain shower or another or two rain showers or so. As you can see near Ashdown and DeQueen, those areas are receiving those rain showers as of right now. And this system, or this area of low pressure, or these wave of showers and storms, as I should call it, has been moving through Oklahoma throughout the morning hours, throughout the past few hours since I got in at around 2 to 3 a.m. this morning. And I was watching it, and most models were not on board with it holding up until it reached the ArkLaTex region. But lo and behold, it's still here, but the intensity has weakened. It's breaking up a little bit. The line is breaking up a little bit and has broken up a lot since how it was looking a couple of hours ago. But as you can see, it has broken up quite a bit since how it was a little bit earlier today, but it's expected to continue to break up in intensity. Still, isolated showers and storms will remain possible through the remainder of the afternoon here. But as you can see, there's a little bit of an outflow boundary too, pushing out ahead of it. So areas near Texarkana right now are probably feeling some gusty winds as of right now. Let's actually look at the wind gusts across those areas up there and see if they're feeling any winds out there. And it's not much recorded as of right now, and that's all right. and they doesn't mean that they're not feeling any types of winds right now, but they may be feeling some slight winds out of the north and west currently. So let's take a look at the upper level pattern and what we can expect through the next couple of days here. This is that cold front that is currently moving through the ArkLaTex, and that was its position as of 3 a.m. this morning. But we are expecting that cold front to continue to move through the ArkLaTex, or at least the northern half of the ArkLaTex, bringing us a slight cool down heading into our weekend here, and slightly greater rain chance through the afternoon hours for today. But as we move throughout our Sunday and Monday, we're expecting a more of a zonal pattern, and this zonal upper level pattern, which means east or west to east upper level winds here, and that denotes that we'll be in a very typical and normal pattern for this time of year, which is isolated rain chances and high temperatures. Temperatures are expected to rise back into the low to mid 90s by tomorrow, lower 90s and upper 80s by the time we hit our Sunday. That is mainly because of this upper level pattern. Nothing major is expected through our Sunday and our Monday, which is actually the first official day of fall here. But we are expecting, as we move more into the new work week, a low pressure system to slowly make its way towards the ArkLaTex and bring that a much cooler air into the region here, bringing us a stronger cool down, as well as higher rain chances here across the ArkLaTex, or more rain chances. We're expecting a slightly higher rain chance heading into our Tuesday, that is, which I will show you later on in the forecast here for this episode. As you can see with Future Track, this model is doing the best job for today, so we're going to show this model here. And as you can see, those showers and storms may dissipate before they reappear heading towards areas around the I-20 corridor here. So it definitely will be possible. It definitely remains possible that areas along I-20 and around the I-20 corridor will see those storms for today. So make sure to keep that umbrella handy, especially if you are just south of I-20 over in Louisiana. Make sure to keep that umbrella handy as you're going out and about throughout your afternoon, especially during that afternoon commute. But by the time we hit the sunset hours for tonight, this is what the picture may look like. An isolated shower or two may still remain possible throughout the areas north of I-30 there, but for the most part, everybody will remain mostly dry across the region here. And as we move through the evening hours of our Friday, mostly dry conditions look to remain, even heading into our weekend here, where we should not see much, if any, rain showers across the ArkLaTex. As you can see, maybe an isolated shower or two, but it won't be much across the ArkLaTex, as I mentioned before, as we head throughout our Saturday. Heading into Sunday, we're expecting a very similar pattern, very slim rain chances, around 10 to 20% across the area. Here's our highs for today, though. 92 by Shreveport, 92 also for Texarkana, 90 by Hope and Longview, 92 for Nacogdoches, and 89s by Idabel, DeQueen, and Mount Pleasant. I can tell that their temperatures have lowered some, and they have been halted mainly because of the rain showers that are going on out there. As you can see, DeQueen, their temperatures have decreased, and there have come very close to where the temperatures were before the rain showers occurred, and that low that they had for this morning at around the lower 60s up there near DeQueen. Right now they're in the upper 60s though. 73 by Idabel, 86 by Texarkana, 84 here in Shreveport, 86 for Mansfield, 85 over by Natchitoches as of right now. Now, moving through the next 5 days ahead, we should see temperatures slowly rise heading into Saturday, and then slowly decrease heading into Sunday, as well as Monday, and then it's Tuesday and Wednesday, mainly because of that stronger cold front finally moving through the ArkLaTex by that time frame. By the time frame of Monday night into Tuesday, that's when we could see that cold front finally move into the ArkLaTex, bringing higher rain chances for Tuesday, but back to the typical pattern heading into Wednesday and Thursday through the rest of the work week, and through the next couple of days after that, leading into next weekend. We're expecting highs to remain in the 80s for much of next week. Here's a look at the rain chances. I did bump up the rain chances for our Friday today, this afternoon, mainly because of the latest model runs and because of how intense that line of storm still looks. We were not expecting, or the models weren't expecting as well, for that line to remain held up basically. It was expected to dissipate as it reached towards our region, but it's still there and it's still producing some showers and storms. So we'll hold on to the higher rain chances for now throughout this afternoon, and heading into our Saturday and Sunday and Monday, we're expecting little to no rain on the way for us here around the ArkLaTex. Maybe an isolated shower or two. Heading into our Tuesday, slightly higher rain chances due to the cold front finally making its way towards the ArkLaTex. Here's a look at Tropical Storm Gabrielle, and it has much more thunderstorm activity as compared to what we were seeing yesterday, but it remains at the same strength as it was yesterday pretty much, with 50 miles per hour sustained winds, pressure of 1004 millibars, and it's still moving north and west. But now it's moving a little bit slower at around 12 miles per hour. It's expected to continue to move to the north and west throughout the weekend and slowly but surely increase in intensity to our potentially second hurricane of this year's hurricane season. We've only had, I believe, 7 storms. This is our 7th storm, and only one of them had become a hurricane or reached hurricane status. And the other, I believe, wait, one of them has become a major hurricane, and all the other ones have only become tropical storms out there. So we will continue to see if this reaches Category 1 strength, and it's on track to reach Category 1 strength here. But as we move into our Sunday at around 7 a.m., we could see it reach Category 1 strength, potentially hitting Category 2 strength at 100 miles per hour before it starts to move to the northern Atlantic and starts to potentially dissipate out there in the cooler waters that it has. But also is a tropical wave. Also out there is a storm that is also known as a tropical wave, just moving off the coastlines of West Africa, looking to move into a more conducive environment through the next 7 days or through the next couple of days ahead. It has a 20% chance of becoming a tropical storm. So we'll continue to watch that very, very closely as we get closer in time. We'll give you the first alert on what's expected out of the system if it does reach tropical storm status. Here's our 7-day forecast. We are expecting the lower 90s for our Friday. Low to mid 90s for our Saturday here across the ArkLaTex, with much lower rain chances for our Saturday and Sunday. Heading into our Monday, first official day of fall, we are expecting the lower 90s once again and upper 80s out there, but the cold front moves through, finally knocking our temperatures back down to the below average range for this time of year here, and we are expecting these conditions to continue through much of the next work week. Now, coming up after this quick break in around 2 minutes, we'll be talking about the sports forecast for many different schools and different teams that may be playing around the region, and just the general forecast for the high schools that are playing around the ArkLaTex for tonight. So make sure to stay tuned for that forecast. I'll be back in around 2 minutes. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. So let's dive into a future track. We're going to dive into another future track, but this one is for the entire nation here. We're going to look at what's to expect just in case if you see the area that you're traveling to here, what we can expect, or we're going to look at what we can expect for the next couple of days ahead here. As you can see, moving into this afternoon, showers and storms are definitely visible in areas around the ArkLaTex. This is where the ArkLaTex is located, right around there. Yep, around where Shreveport and Bossier is marked on the map here. But we are expecting those isolated showers and storms across the ArkLaTex here, as well as that area of low pressure in the northern half of the country right there, and near Fargo and the Dakotas up there. But we are expecting those showers and storms to continue through the rest of the afternoon hours here. And for areas down to the south and western portions of the country, they may also finally get some rain to help with the drought conditions that are ongoing out there. It's pretty bad. It's one of the worst drought conditions done across the country for areas down to the south and western portion of the region, the country there. Heading into our Saturday morning, we could see some rain showers spark out of the low pressure system near the midwestern regions of near Missouri and Kansas and near Arkansas, just south of Missouri there. But moving into our Saturday afternoon, we could see some rain showers also in the Pacific Northwest here, up by Seattle. This is where the Saints will be playing here for our Sunday. So we're going to be getting into that forecast very soon here, right after we finish future track, but mostly dry conditions across the nation here, heading into our Sunday, as you can see, early Sunday morning, before more isolated showers and storms begin to develop across the region, heading into Sunday afternoon. So let's get right into that football forecast here for the ArkLaTex region. I'm gonna move my face back on the screen here so you guys can see me. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. And let's look at the first forecast here. Fridays, we don't have a game of the week just yet. I had to talk about Chris Demerging. I don't believe he said there was a game of the week this week, but for all the games out there in general, the forecast shows that we could see some slight rain chances as we move into the kickoff time. Still, isolated showers and storms may be lingering around, but as the night progresses by halftime and end of regulation, we should see temperatures drop as well as rain chances drop. The conditions will get drier. It may get a bit wet out there on those fields, depending on where the stadium is. If you're in the northern half of the ArkLaTex and around I-20, the fields may be a little bit wet, mainly due to the showers and storms that will be going on throughout the mid-afternoon hours, or the early afternoon and mid-afternoon hours as well. Heading towards the end of game time or end of regulation, conditions should be dry and comfortable across the ArkLaTex. Now let's move on to NSU, who's visiting Prairie View in Prairie View, Texas. That forecast over there near Prairie View, Texas is mostly dry. As you can see, temperatures will be in the 80s, upper 80s by around kickoff, and by halftime, the temperatures will have dropped to the lower 80s and getting more and more comfortable as the night progresses, and heading to around what time the games end. The end of regulation shows low rain chances and temperatures mainly in the 70s here. They play at 6 o'clock on Saturday at Prairie View. Now, visiting the East Texas A&M and Grambling. Grambling's are going to be at home for this one. This is at starting at 6 p.m. on Saturday as well. In Grambling, Louisiana, low rain chances, little to no rain chances actually. By the time we hit kickoff, halftime, and end of regulation, temperatures will be in the 80s. So pretty toasty out there for sure, as southerly flow looks to influence that. And temperatures will drop into the 70s by halftime and through the rest of the game time hours here. Southeastern visits Louisiana State University, or LSU is what it's formally, or not formally, but commonly known as. Kickoff is at 6:45 p.m., and that's on Saturday, I believe, in Baton Rouge. We are expecting no rain chances out there across the ArkLaTex for tomorrow at 6:45 p.m., as well as through the rest of the game time hours. 78 looks to be the temperature by halftime, and comfortable conditions as we move through the rest of the game into the end of regulation here. Now, the Saints are visiting the Seahawks this weekend, and the kickoff is 3:05 Central Time, 1:05 Pacific time. This is on Sunday at Seattle, Washington, of course. They are expecting some rain showers as we move towards the this is a little bit backwards here. Rain showers will be more possible by around kickoff, and temperatures will be dropping or rising here they're going to be dropping here. I had mixed up the rain chances there. The rain chances will be at around 30% for the kickoff time. Not so much rain chances or not so many isolated showers will be possible as we move towards the end of regulation on our Sunday evening, that is. Now, the Cowboys, for those Cowboys fans out there, listen up. Kickoff is at 3:25 p.m. Central Time. Chicago's still in Central Time there. So they're going to be in Chicago, and the rain chances look to be very slim throughout the entire game. I know it's a outdoor stadium, so be wary of an isolated shower or two. Temperatures will mainly be in the 70s throughout the game, so mostly comfortable. All you have to do is worry about the rain showers that are possible. And heading over to Arkansas, they visit Memphis this weekend in Memphis, Tennessee at 11 a.m. The game time when the kickoff is. We're expecting temperatures to be in the 80s by around kickoff, 90s by the time we hit halftime and end of regulation. So it will definitely be pretty toasty out there. Make sure to bring the T-shirts and shorts. No sweatshirts will be encouraged out there. It's definitely going to be hot and maybe even humid out there as well. As we look towards a Louisiana Tech game, they're going to be at home for this one in Ruston, Louisiana, 6:30 p.m. on Saturday against Southern Miss. And good luck to Louisiana Tech and all the other teams I had just mentioned there. Temperatures will be in the 80s by around kickoff, dropping into the 70s by the time we hit the end of regulation as well as halftime here. And I believe there's one more forecast that we're going to be looking at. This is Stephen F. Austin, located in Nacogdoches. This is a ArkLaTex game for us today. Or not today, but Saturday, 7 p.m. That's when kickoff will start. Rain chances will be extremely low, and we're expecting partly cloudy conditions, so perfect conditions or perfect weather for football if you don't like the rain. We are expecting temperatures to be mainly in the 80s, dropping into the 70s by halftime, and remaining in the 70s through most of the night until we hit the early morning hours. So we are expecting dry conditions for Cal Poly versus Stephen F. Austin. So good luck to both teams, and hopefully there are no injuries out there during the game times. So that's all we have for you for today on today's KSLA First Alert Weather Breakdown, this episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure to stay weather aware on the rain showers that are expected and storms for the northern half of the ArkLaTex as well as areas around the I-20 corridor. There are a couple of them out as of right now in areas north of I-30, but some could dissipate and then reappear as the front approaches the I-20 corridor. So make sure to stay weather aware. Enjoy the rest of your Friday, and I will see you on the next episode, which is next week on Monday. So make sure to have a great rest of your day, and I will see you on Monday. I'll be on the KSLA News 12 at noon today, and Chief Meteorologist Matt Jones will be on the air on 4, 5, 6, and 10. Make sure to enjoy the rest of your day, and good luck to all your football teams if you're watching today.